winter wonderland you could ever imagine, full of all of the most beautiful colors like blue and pink and green, chartreuse. Oh, and someone that looked a little bit familiar. Who do you think that was? It was Olaf, that's right, our funny little snowman friend. Do you think he can sit with you for the rest of the story, Sasha? Thank you. Maybe you can give him a big warm hug.
Hold him.
Olaf loves warm hugs. In fact, can we all give ourselves a big warm hug just like Olaf loves? Oh, thank you. And not only does Olaf love warm hugs, but Olaf also told Kristoff, Sven, and Anna about his dream. What was his dream? To see summer. That's right. Winter's a good time to stay in and cuddle, but put me in summer and I'll be a happy snowman. Oh my gosh, but what happens to cold things like snow when they get around warm things like heat in summer? He would melt. That's right, but did my sister have the heart to tell him that he would melt in the summertime? No, don't you dare, she told Kristoff. Olaf was also very observant, and he noticed that a new queen had journeyed up the North Mountain and built an ice palace on top. So he led the way, all the way up the North Mountain, where they came across the most beautiful ice palace they had ever seen. I bet you remember who was inside that ice palace. Who do you think was inside that ice palace?
You!
That's right. My sister knocked on the door, and as it opened, she saw me standing there in a brand new dress. You look different, she said, but a good different. I felt different too. I finally could just let it go, and I never knew what I was capable of before, so I felt really free up there by myself, but I was getting a little bit lonely, and I didn't want to hurt my sister at all, so I was fearful when I saw her. She told me that I had accidentally set off an eternal winter in all of Arendelle, and everything was covered in deep, 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 deep snow. That's right. But she thought that if we just journeyed back down together that I could unfreeze it. But did I know how? No, I didn't know how to control my powers at all, and when I got upset, it seemed like they got even worse. I can't, I said. And as I did so, I lost control of my powers, and for the final time, I let loose an icy blast of magic. Can we all release an icy blast of magic one last time? And this time it didn't hit my sister in the head, it hit my sister right in the heart. That's right, right in the heart. Her hair started to turn even more icy white and she was getting so cold. But she was also very brave. She decided that she wouldn't leave without me, so I had no choice. I had to conjure an abominable snow monster. Does anyone remember what his name was? His name is Marshmallow. He looks a lot scarier than he is. His bark is worse than his bite, I promise. But that day, he did chase Kristoff, Olaf, Sven, and Anna right off of the North Mountain and off of a tall cliff. But luckily, they landed in a soft pile of snow and they were all right. But my sister made sure to tell him, it's not nice to throw people. And she's right, isn't she? But it seemed like her heart was freezing. She was getting so cold and her hair was turning white. She didn't know what to do and she seemed like she was running out of time. But her new friend, the ice harvester, Kristoff, said that he knew some love experts. Now I wonder, does anyone know who the love experts are?
Yeah, trolls.
The trolls, that's right. They went back to visit the magical mountain trolls. Now Grandpappy Troll, the oldest and wisest of all of the trolls, told my sister, there's only one thing in the entire world that can thaw a frozen heart, and that is an act of true love. An act of true love, that's right. Now, I wonder if you remember, does anyone know who Anna thought her true love was?
Hans.
Right, Prince Hans. So when Anna raced back to the kingdom of Arendelle and found Prince Hans, she thought that maybe he would give her true love's kiss. But did he give her true love's kiss like she thought? That's right, he didn't at all. He was tricking her the whole time. Oh, Anna, if only somebody out there loved you, he said. Can you believe it? He never really loved her at all. All that he wanted was control of my kingdom. So he left my sister Anna in a room all by herself. He even poured out the fire in the fireplace, and he left her there to freeze. She was very sad, but luckily, someone came to the rescue and unlocked the door with his carrot nose. Who do you think that was? Our friend Olaf. That's right. He even restarted the fire in the fireplace. But I think we've learned already what happens to cold things like snow when they get around warm things like heat and fire. He started to melt. That's right. But Olaf told my sister something very special that day. He said that some people are worth melting for. I think you are worth melting.